Hey kiddies, it's me, Bree again. Gastric sleeve surgery in Florida. Woohoo! I have just received amazing news. On Friday, the doctor called me and told me that my pre-op appointment was going to be on Monday. That's tomorrow. And it's really exciting, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because what if this is a pre-op appointment to the pre-op appointment or the pre-op appointment to another endoscopy, another EKG, another blood test, more fat class? I don't know. So I'm just not going to get ahead of myself. I've decided to use this time to go through the past and try and figure out why I gained all this weight. I know it wasn't overeating. Then I take my vitamins. I work out like a banshee. I never learned to drive. I have no interest in learning to drive. I bike and walk everywhere. I do these weird Japanese breathing exercises. They're from Japan. They're like... I hypnotized myself. I listened to this crazy weight loss guru who told me that the reason I was gaining weight is because it's not like the Stone Age when I had to outrun my food or outrun beings that were trying to eat me. And he told me that the way to lose weight was to visualize tigers chasing me. It didn't work. It just made me fall off the treadmill a couple times. So then I started really thinking, maybe this is karma. What have I done in my past? What did I ever do to make the universe want to punish me with all this extra weight? I've always been pretty accepting of all kinds of people, but I did make a few fat jokes in my time. First one that was bad that I can recall actually saying would be in high school. I don't know anybody who doesn't want to go back to high school and bitch slap themselves, but me especially, because I had this drama teacher. She was a planet. Her name was Miss Zell. All she did was talk on the phone and eat and send me to get her food from all the other classrooms. And she'd ride around in her little hover-round, and we were always at odds. One day, she tried to send me to the dean's office, and I'm like the 16-year-old girl. Perfect makeup and perfect hair, wearing these leopard print pleather hip huggers that flared at the bottoms and laced up the sides and had glitter on them. And she tried to send me to the dean's office. And I said, well, what are you going to do? Eat me? And I was never cast in anything ever again. I didn't even make callbacks. I was not Eliza Doolittle. I was not Lucy Van Pelt. I was banned from acting for my entire high school career. So isn't that punishment already? Shouldn't I have already served my penance for that? And then I thought of something else. And I was an adult by this point. This was maybe 2013. I should have known better. But I worked at the old Store Museum by the old jail in St. Augustine. It was a snake oil salesman. Hey, psst, you looking to buy some snake oil? No longer will you collapse after plowing the back 40. And I was the go-to person. I lived downtown, so anytime anybody else called out, they could just call me up. I'd drop what I was doing and skitter on in. I'd be there in 5 minutes. This went on for 2 years. And then they hired this old bag of a museum manager. She wasn't actually fat, but she had a fupa, like a very prominent fupa. And she ate McDonald's and Whoppers every day for lunch, so it was not hard to see where this fupa had come from. And one day, I'd stayed up all night writing an article on my phone for a friend and I wanted to commemorate him, and I killed my battery, so my alarm didn't go off. And I did not wake up in time to get to work, but I woke up in plenty of time to call out, and I did call out. Hey, I'm not coming in today. Find someone else. And I went about the rest of my day. I don't think anything of it. I don't think anything's going to happen. Until about maybe 7 o'clock the next day, all the museum managers, they all called me and fired me over the phone on speakerphone. And it went like this. Miss Sloan, we've been talking and we think it's time that we ended our relationship. Oh, come on. Are you firing me or breaking up with me? So I went in to get my last check, And that old bag of museum manager, she comes at me and she waves and she's like, "Hi, Brian, how you doing?" And I knew right then what had happened. And I said to her, "Hi, Suzanne, you look magnificent. I hope I can pull off puke green that well when I get to be your age." And then I went home, and it actually ended up being awesome because they paid me more in unemployment than they actually paid me to work. So I stayed home and wrote for a year, and it was the last year of my dog's life. So I stayed home with her every day, my dog. I loved my dog. And at the end of it all, I felt the need to thank her because it was a lot of money and it was free. So I wanted to express my gratitude, and I wrote her, I sent her a present. And I spoofed The Secret and wrote her a lovely letter, a thank you letter. "Dearest Suzanne Mass, hey there, Suze, how's tricks? It's me again, your old buddy Bree. I know it surprises you to hear from me, but I need to express my greatest gratitude. At first I wasn't too happy about your telling a lie to have me canned your first week. But let's face facts. They paid me more in unemployment than you were actually paying me to work. By George, that was nifty. Money for nothing, wine for free. But wait, it gets better. See, if you had not axed me, for no reason at all, I would not have been able to stay home all day, every day with my beloved collie in the very last year of her life. Of course, I loved her every day for 14 years. But all through that last year, I just wrote while she laid at my feet. I didn't miss a moment of my beautiful canine, and thanks to you, I actually got paid for it. I am eternally grateful. I owe you. I'm sending you a book to thank you. This book I am sending you helped me. Of course, I did not have as far to go as you do, but 2 years ago my figure was in turmoil. The scale hit 166. I refused to write. I refused to leave the house. But out of my deepest despair would come the greatest gift. I was given a glimpse of a great secret. The secret to the scale. The glimpse came in a copy of a 10-year-old book, given to me by a blog reader who was mad I had stopped writing. I began tracing the secret through history. I couldn't believe all the people who knew this. They were the hottest people in history. Cameron Diaz, Heather Locklear, even Farrah Fawcett, and she's close to your age. Incredulous, I asked, why doesn't everyone know this? A burning desire to share the secret with the rest of the world consumed me. I give you now the South Beach diet. In just a few short weeks, you'll know that carbs are the enemy. Once you know this, just think of what you can accomplish. Be aware of this knowledge and hold it in your power. That awful fupa isn't who you are. It's who you were. Just remember, it's pizza, not crack. Love you, dollface. Hugs and kisses, Brie. Hearts and hugs and X's and O's. And I don't know if I should really feel bad about that one because that came from a place of love. And she may have already been booted by the time I actually sent it, so I don't even know if she ever got it. The universe might be holding it against me, though. I thought it came from a place of love. I paid shipping and everything. I really wanted to share this knowledge. Thank you, kitties. Have a great day. I'll let you know what goes.